The former Prime Minister and Prince of Net Zero, Boris Johnson, has decided to attack the current Prime Minister, wishy-washy Rashid Sunak, on his net zero U-turns. Alright, welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen, and let's talk about Boris. This is the first time that the former Prime Minister has proactively decided to lash out against the current leadership. We've had passive-aggressive statements from Team Boris over the last year. We've had columns in newspapers, but this is the first time that Boris decided not to do proxy war. He's decided to go directly against Rishi Sunak because Boris is very proud of his green legacy. And obviously, when we had the COP26 conference here in Glasgow, there was a bit of a pride for Downing Street, and Boris Johnson with his bestie Alok Sharma were crying on the stage because we didn't achieve what we wanted. And Rishi Sunak promised that he was going to prioritize net zero commitments, and now he's made some U-turns, even though the U-turns are a little bit wishy-washy. But Boris Johnson has released a statement criticizing the current Prime Minister, saying, business, as in the business industry, must have certainty about our net zero commitments. This country leads on tackling climate change and in creating new green technology. The green industrial revolution is already generating huge numbers of high quality jobs and helping to drive growth and level up our country. Business and industry, such as motor manufacturing, are rightly making vast investments in these new technologies. It is those investments that will produce a low carbon future at a lower cost for British families. It is crucial that we give those businesses confidence that this government is still committed to net zero and can see the way ahead. We cannot afford to falter now or in any way lose our ambition for this country. All right, so this is fascinating because today on this channel, I'm also going to be talking about other aspects of this net zero program, because the politicians and governments are going around saying, hey, net zero is popular, is inevitable, and the whole economy is getting green anyway. That's what they're saying. They're saying everything from cars, homes, everything. People are voluntarily becoming green. Industries are becoming green. Innovation, enterprise. So that kind of defeats the purpose of having government intervention anymore. But considering Boris Johnson just said at the beginning of the letter, when it comes to the net zero or any shift in the economy, business and industry needs certainty. Well, that's true to a point, but certainty is not the priority. Solid competence and stability is priority. For example, if you say, for the sake of certainty, prioritize certainty, that means even if you have Stalin taking over our economy and say, we are going to turn the whole economy into a communist economy, and then say, okay, the problem we have now is the transition between capitalism to communism. And then you're going to have people like Boris Johnson defending Stalin, saying, we have to go with our leader, Stalin, because once we transform the whole economy to a communist economy, then at least it will be certainty. It will give certainty. That doesn't matter that it's going to bring down the whole of the economic confidence and growth and everything else, but at least there will be certainty. At least businesses will know that we now live under communism. It makes no sense. Certainty is not the priority. Solid foundation and healthy economy is the priority. So you can't just say, for the sake of certainty, let's just back all net zero targets, everything, and then everything's going to be fine. No, because you're going to destroy growth, and ordinary families and people are going to suffer in the middle of it. So, and also, if you say that people voluntarily are becoming green, businesses are becoming green now anyway because they're incentivized, then why do you need government intervention? Why do you need to force people? Why do you need to raise taxes? Why do you need more regulations? This is absolute lies, full of lies. But Rishi Sunak and his party are looking at the next election. They're looking at the latest opinion polls, thinking, okay, if we seem to be slightly on the fence, so we could say we're still committed to net zero to keep the Green Liberals happy. At the same time, say we are going to be pragmatic about this So make sure we get some centre ground conservatives to vote for us as well. This is just bad. It's very bad. It's poor politics. It's weak and feeble politics and leadership, because you need to make up your mind. Are you going to be pro net zero, or are you going to be an environmentalist, because that's different, or are you going to be completely against everything? Make up your mind. The populace will make up their own mind. They can decide who they want to vote for. Don't be wishy-washy. Wishy-wishy. Anyway, we're going to come back in half an hour with more updates. I'm Tousi, and we are the media.